Yeah, park foam is on, so don't go out with a setup you don't want. Well, Taffy, you'll be pleased with one thing this week. Show Jules isn't here. No, he's not here. Jacob will be first out on track. Three at the moment. We've got Jakey Boy, we've got Cookie Monster, who's taking the off-road approach to turn 1, and St Johnson. Actually, 7 out on track now. Good aids, Aaron Taylor, Bendel, Cooley's out as well. Cookie Monster, only one out on the softs at the moment, and now Ollie's out on the softs as well. Be interesting to see what people times people do. I'm expecting pole to be around a 24.6. But we'll see. Yeah, I'd say pole will probably be a high 24, but you'll probably get 25s from about third down, I'd say. Since Tez is not here as well this week, and he's quite quick. Who else isn't here? Chris isn't here as well, winner of last week. Jack Tyler's not here as well. Sophie's left the league. Yep. Bendel going on to a hot lap. Yeah, I wonder if Jakey Boy's actually pushing at the moment. He is the only person in that second to complete a second section at the moment, though. So.
Shouldn't play a factor today. We're expecting it to remain dry throughout.
So currently, Good Aid still on pole with a huge gap to St Johnston. It's all in that first sector. The only person to do a 28 in the first sector at the moment. Trizzy did a good lap, 25.5 invalid. Kuna Matata does a 26.6. Still looking for time. Oh, and Aaron's off. What's it, sorry? Oh, right, yeah. That's what I was going to do, actually. I'll do that towards the end of quali. We've still got 10 minutes. That's surely invalid from Kuna Matata. As we... What's going on here? There's two cars going round with no fuel. For God's sake. Ollie and who's in the Mercedes? Cookie Monster. No, he's coming into the pits and he's almost binned it as he overtakes the Manor. Bendel's out on the softs. We have a drag race to the pits here between Ollie and Cookie Monster. Oh, that's interesting from Cookie Monster parking on the apex. He needs to get out of there quickly. He did not think that through. Here comes Timsha into the last section of corners. It's going to be a 26, I reckon. Yep, 26.4 puts in P7. That wasn't actually an improvement. Nice to see that the theoretical session best is slower than the actual session best. Not quite sure how that's been worked out. The theoretical session best is 4/10 slower than the actual session best. So, that's a load of rubbish. Oh, Jakey Boy's on a hot lap. First sector time is a 29.3. It's slower than his original first sector. I don't know if Jakey Boy's running in lean or not at the moment because his straight line speed is 5 miles an hour lower than Trizzy, who I think was the fastest. I'm not sure, there may have been someone. I think actually no, Cookie Monster was the fastest in the speed trap.
It's pretty quiet out on track. We should consider getting out there.
What's that, sorry, Taffy? It's up to you at the end of the day. Can you start inside the top 10 on softs? Just higher up the grid. Works out nicely. Push the softs to, I think it's 27 laps, so push them to sort of lap 11, lap 12, and then and then pit. Actually, is it 27 or 29? 29. So yeah, pit sort of lap 13, 14. And you'll be good. Aaron Taylor going for a lap on softs. Very cautious through the fast chicane. A lot of people doing laps on softs at the moment. It was Aaron on softs. See what Aaron's first sector time is here. Oh, that could possibly be invalid. I think it is. 29.0 is a good first sector, but let's just take a look. Was it invalid? Yeah, it was invalid. Oh, shame. Good first sector as well. No. So, not very quick at the moment. So, mid 25s. Looks like a very strong starting position at the moment. Cookie Monster the best on the softs at the moment. Aaron going for another lap on softs. Smirkins on softs. He's not holding you up. I was expecting Ollie to be a bit quicker, to be honest. Miles, you're going to start in the top 10. Are you going to? Are you going to go out on supers or softs? Oh, yeah. I'd recommend going out with about 2 minutes 30 to go if you want a slow out lap. Okay, cool. Why is it? Oh, there we go. You literally just come out. Good aids out as well. Currently pole. Oh, Coolly losing it. Oh, Coolly lifting through there is going to lose a bit of time. 29.6 in the first sector. Looks like Good Aids might take pole then. What's this? Yeah. Yeah. Possibly. Jakey boy, don't think it's going to be enough. Round the last corner. It's not going to be enough, but he goes 7th with a 26.0. Cooley. Oh, I thought Cooley was on softs. Oh, he's on softs. He's just doing another lap. Yeah, he's going on supers again, isn't he? Oh, that might have been valid. Ah, he's back, nice. Right, I'm going to leave the session now. If I can't get back in, just do the invite thingy. Please, Taffy. Okay. Yeah, you can do. I just wanted to... Hang on, let me see if this works first. Because I should... Okay, no, it doesn't work. Okay, Create new game session. And then F1. And then send. Click on F1 and then start game and send invites. Thank you. Brilliant, Taffy. Oh, hang on. No, I've got to do it again. I forgot. No, it should be fine. It should be fine. Don't worry. Yeah. Let me know when qualifying finishes and you're on the grid, okay? Oh, wow. Is he still in the pits? Are we waiting for whoever it is? Yeah. Is it just him? No one else is going around now? Okay. Miles, where did you go in the end? Did he mute everyone for his lap? Oh no. Oh, okay. Is anyone at the back of the grid? Oh, it's just glitch. No, it's fine, it's fine. It will sort itself out. It just takes about 30 seconds. Normally. Are you on the grid yet? Okay. Are you still having the glitch? Add another one, and then do it that way. What tyres are you trying to get onto? Add a stint at the end that's got the medium tyres. Or the soft tyres, rather. Because you need the soft tyre in there. Yeah, so add a soft stint, add a second soft stint, then change the first soft stint to a medium. Yep, got it. Nice, decent. Are you on the grid? On your formation lap, rather? Okay. Okay. What was the time? Yeah. So no one's pressed X, correct? Oh, it's good. Good stuff. Okay, guys, you can press X. Anyone that's at the back of the grid, can you see my ghost car at all? Hopefully not. Okay, good stuff. Yeah, no, it's fine, yeah. That's 2 minutes. Are you away on your formation lap? Okay, right. Okay, here we go. Right, good luck everyone. I will be muting everyone now. Good luck for the race. Hello everyone, and welcome to round 9 of the PSF1 F3 Championship. We are in Australia. And the rookies this week, Good Aids, Aaron Taylor and Tim Shut, have all had good qualifying stints so far. This man here, Good Aids, going on pole with the Super Soft. We've had a few different strategies by the looks of it at the moment. This man, Good Aids, though, on pole. And Ollie managing to pull through and get a lap in second in the end. He was struggling throughout qualifying but found time eventually. And then St Johnson, who was second throughout qualifying until he was jumped by Ollie, and then Trizzy behind him I'm not sure what's happened to Trizzy there. Or Timsher. They're on the grid, that's why. 6th place, AL45, who got absolutely destroyed last week, if you remember, at the hairpin in China. Hopefully that won't happen again. Show Jules isn't here, thankfully for him. Cookie Monster, the first of the soft runners, I believe. He starts from P7. P8 is... Cookie Monster is a debutant as well, by the way, so he's done very well. Jakey Boy starts behind him. 9th place, we have Miles. 10th place, Cooley. Cooley Matata is the first of the outside of the top 10. And as you can see, Aaron Taylor starts on the supers as well. So interesting to see the first of the medium runners is Schmertens in P13, P14 Taffy, P15 Bendel starting on the softs, and that rounds up the grid for today. So we're just waiting for Bendel to get into position now. Here we go. Waiting for the lights to go out now, the drivers. 5 red lights. And away we go here in Australia. And it looks like we've had an issue off the start. Good 8, I think, has been disqualified. And there's been controversy throughout the start by the looks of it. One of the Mercedes failed to get away. And it looks like Ollie's taking the lead up front. And there is a safety car. So we're just going to investigate a little bit further. Guys, what happened on the grid? Okay, is it only one person that got disqualified? Okay. We'll just have a look now. The race director. Yeah, only one disqualification. Trizzy got disqualified because he got hit by AL45, who rejoined. Unfortunately, it's only one, so... So we've got a safety car on lap 1. Okay, so Ollie in the lead after Trizzy. And actually, who was it? It was Good Aids who got a really poor start. He's down in P3. So he'll be looking to... And as we see Ollie go into the pit, so he's going to ditch his super softs early on. Anyone else going into the pits now? We've got Timsher who stayed out. And in fact, the only person that has pit is Ollie. And look at the start from Cookie Monster. He's gone from P7 to P1 in one lap. He'll be very happy with himself. So the two debutants at the front. Actually, St Johnson, it's his first race, I believe, as well. Yes, it is. So 3 debutants up the front, 4 debutants up the front with Timsher and AL45, who had that glitch start to disqualify Trizzy, unfortunately for him. But down in P6 is Jakey Boy, so he's come up from P8. I'm not sure where Miles is. Miles is down at the back. He's had a crash again, or he's just stopped and put on the medium, so he can go one stop from now. So Miles currently... Actually, no, Cooley is currently last. He's on the mediums. Cookie Monster at the top. So let's have a look who's pitted so far. I believe it is, yeah, Ollie, Kuna Matata, Miles and Cooley are the only pit stoppers so far. Unfortunately, Trizzy hit by AL45 due to that glitch start, unfortunately. So we'll let the safety car do its thing. It'd be interesting to see if any other super soft runners actually pit at this stage, because they could go soft, medium. However, for the one stoppers, that's Ollie, Taffy, I believe. Schmertens in the background as well. Yeah, so Schmertens, who's in P7, what a start he's had. He started outside the top 10. He's going to be in a good position because he's on the mediums. Taffy as well in P9 on the mediums, and behind him is teammate Bendel in P10 on the softs. They're all going to be in very promising positions due to the lower rate of tyre wear now, because they will have 3 laps of coasting round. And obviously these guys behind them as well, Kuna Matata, Miles and Cooley, not forgetting Ollie of course as well. He was P1 by the end of the first corner, but decided to put on the softs right at the beginning of the safety car. Ollie bunching him up a little bit there. Has Ollie been jumped actually? Or has someone else? Cooley's dropped off. Cooley has put on these super softs. But that is an interesting call from him. So he's made another pit stop. He started on the softs, I believe. He started on the mediums and he's gone to the softs. No, he started soft, medium, and now the super soft. So that's very interesting. I wonder if he got it. Actually, did he get drive-through? Did that say drive-through there, or am I seeing things? Yes, he did get a drive-through, so maybe he's tried to serve a drive-through and he's ended up pitting because you can't serve drive-throughs under safety car. Cookie Monster leads still. So Cooley, yeah, attempted to take his drive through under safety car, and there's been a little bit of lag from one of the Red Bulls there. But all is good at the moment. As we go on to the last lap of safety car now. So we'll go through the order again. Cookie Monster is P1, Good Aids in P2, P3 is St Johnston, P4 is Timshire, all 4 of those on their debuts. AL45, the first of the non-debutants, is in 5th. Schmertens behind Jakey Boy in 7th on the medium, so he's in a really good position. Aaron Taylor, another debutant, behind him in 8th. I believe he's on the super softs at the moment. Yes, he is. P9 is Taffy, also on the mediums. P10 is Bendel on the soft tyres. P11 is Ollie, the first of these stoppers so far. He's on the softs. As you can see, they're all warming their tyres now as they come into the last sector. Is the safety car coming in or not? Kuna Matata, P12, Miles 13. Cooley trying to take his drive through under safety car is P14 on the super softs. Yes, the safety car is in this lap. Very, very slow restart to this race. Cookie Monster on the soft tyres, he's in a good position. Behind him is Good Aids on the fast super soft tyre. Which way is this going to go from the restart? Is it going to fall into the hands of the Renault, or is the Mercedes going to take it from him? And Cookie Monster's gone for it. Here's a way. But as we can see, Good Aids has the slipstream come through here. No DRS at the moment. And it looks like he's going to hold the position into turn 1. Cookie Monster retains the lead of the Grand Prix after the safety car restart. And P4's dropped away there, whoever that was. Jakey Boy's got past him, and there's been an incident into turn 1. There's grass and leaves flying everywhere, but I think oh no, Timshire's gone. I did wonder, one of the Renaults, and that is AL45 again getting involved. So that's those two down and out for the moment. Whether they'll be able to get back into this race is another question. Jakey Boy's up into P4 meanwhile. He's got a bit of breathing space. This could be a really good battle for the lead here. St Johnson, Cookie Monster and Good Aids. Jakey Boy no one around him at the moment, so I wonder if he had anything to do with the Timshire incident. Oh, one of the Ferraris going sideways through there. And he has been leapfrogged by Aaron Taylor. And now he's got Taffy all over the back of him. Taffy's going for the move into the fast chicane. Taking it very cautiously though. Doesn't want to get any penalties at this stage of the race. And behind him, as we can see here, is Kuna Matata in the half. These two have come together before. Monaco was the main talking point between these two. But it looks like Taffy's going to keep it together for now. Schmerten's also in front on the medium. So these two making great progress at the moment. Meanwhile, towards the back, Cooley is up to P12. He must have had an incident as well because he dropped off the back of Ollie. And AL45 and Timshire are at the back, and I believe these two are going to pit because Timshire has no front wing and AL45 is going quite slowly, and as you can see they're both going to the pit, so it'll be interesting to see what strategies they take from here. Meanwhile, Cookie Monster still in the lead, a bit wide there through turn 4. And he's pulled a gap here between himself and St Johnson, and that's because St Johnson has got past Good Aids into P2. And a lovely shot there of the Ferrari. So St Johnson has jumped Good Aids somewhere on that lap whilst we were going through the rest of the field. And I believe this is allowing Jakey Boy to catch up right now. As you can see, they're not far behind the Red Bull. We'll go back on board with Good Aids now. Cookie Monster, of course, on those slower soft tyres at this stage of the race. And a great run there from Good Aids. He's going to get the run surely on St Johnston. Down into this right-hander. And he's gone defensive. St Johnson, a very good piece there of defensive work. The question is, can he hold it onto the start finish straight? I believe DRS is enabled this lap. Oh, and there in goes St Johnson. So unless he lost his front wing somewhere around the lap, or he's just pitting due to tyre wear, we'll find out. DRS I believe is online now, but they won't get it until the next time they come round because of where the DRS zones are. So it's Cookie Monster from Good Aids. Jakey Boy now up into P3 after starting P8. Behind him is Aaron Taylor, Schmertens and Taffy P5 and 6. As you know, Taffy's been overtaken by Kuna Matata now, who did pit onto the medium. So these three are in a really good position now. And behind him, Bendel is in P8, just in front of Miles, as Miles takes a very wide line through turn 4. And that was Kuna Matata going wide there. In fact, Taffy's got past him. Taffy's back past the house of Kuna Matata. These two at it again. A big gap forming there now, as we see Ollie going round the outside of Miles. And he's got the job done by the looks of it. So Miles had that sideways moment coming out of turn 4. Now St Johnson is on the mediums now, so he's P11, Cooley in P12. Still in the super softs, he's a long way behind now though. And Timshire and AL45 both on the soft, so they'll be going one stop to the end now. But those two have a lot of ground to make up. Meanwhile, Cookie Monster, as we see here, coming on to the start-finish straight, he's weaving all over the place. Well, that was just the back end, and Good Aids takes the lead of the Grand Prix on lap 8 into the first corner. He'll get DRS again through this second section. Cookie Monster on the softs is doing a fantastic job at the moment. Is he going to get the cutback here? No, he's not. Good Aids defending very nicely through here. And Aaron Taylor's up into P3 actually whilst this has been going on. Schmerten's P4, and let's have a look who's pitted. Jakey Boy has pitted, and he's now on the mediums, so I'm presuming he'll go medium soft because you can't one stop onto the mediums from the supers. It is a mandatory soft tyre track, so whether that's going to catch people out or not. As we see Ollie pitting onto the mediums as well, so this is interesting at this stage. As you see Tim Shirt defending from AL45 there. Good Aids still in the lead. He's got himself a little bit of a gap to P2, which is Cookie Monster. P3, as you can see, a long way behind is Aaron Taylor. Through turn 14, they come, the leaders. Is Good Aids going to pit? Yes, he is. Good Aids into the pits then. We're right on board with him to see where he comes out. And he's not getting a drive through for that, that's for sure. A couple of front wings lined up there. And he goes onto the soft tyre. So it's mandatory tyre in use now for Good Aids. He can choose any tyre now after this to go to the end, depending on how good his tyre wear is. And he's going to come out just in front of St Johnson. So that's worked out quite nicely for him. St Johnson, however, on the mediums. So this will be interesting because Good Aids can go soft to the end. But St Johnston, well, he can also go soft to the end, but it would just mean he's... And is there a virtual safety car out here? Yeah, virtual safety car, as you can see that. It's not popped up on the screen, unfortunately, but there is a virtual safety car. Miles is pitted onto the soft, so he's obviously had another crash. Actually, Miles is a lap down here, so that's very unfortunate for him. Unfortunately, it won't allow any of these guys to catch up. Cooley into P10, he's going to have to pit soon. Jakey Boy in P9. Anyone that's not stopped yet on the super soft tyre, so Aaron Taylor, if he can get to the pits, this will help him out massively, but it's whether the safety car comes in or not. And as you can see, the yellow flag still being waved. Is he going to get to the pits in time? Will the VSC finish before he can get in? VSC still out. Can he get to the pits, Aaron Taylor? He is. Oh, it's a green flag, and Aaron Taylor's going to lose out, unfortunately for him. It looked like he was going to time it perfectly, but Taffy's now going to take P2 of the Australian Grand Prix. He's ahead of Schmertens and Kuna Matata, both on the medium tyres. And this race is going to really be interesting now with St Johnston and Aids go up. And was that a wing change? No, there wasn't a wing change there for the Haas of Aaron Taylor. He's onto these softs now, so he'll probably run softs to the end after this. Jakey Boy's up into P8 meanwhile. And Cooley, is he going to get Aaron Taylor here? No, he's not. He's far too far behind. Miles, however, is P11, so the whole him being lapped situation was just a glitch on the system by the looks of it. Taffy, meanwhile, in P2, he is 12 seconds behind the leader, which is this man, Cookie Monster, on his debut, doing a fantastic job in that Mercedes at the moment. And he can take these tyres for another 2, maybe even 3 or 4 laps yet before he's going to need to pit. But he's doing everything he needs to do right now, completely in control of this race. Meanwhile, these two had an incident after the safety car restart. They are a long way behind. As you can see, they're on the delta, 54 seconds behind the leader. These two still have to pit again as well, so they can't even go to the end on these tyres, unfortunately for them. But these two might get a battle going at some point, maybe. As you see, Cooley catching the back of Kuna Matata here. Oh, sorry, Aaron Taylor. Kuna Matata's way up the field, isn't he? And here we go, into the DRS zone. Cooley catching Aaron Taylor in the slipstream with the DRS wide open down to turn 1. He's not going to get the move done here. But he's going to have another stretch of DRS now. And he's got a better exit than Aaron Taylor here. Is the Haas going to go defensive? He's not. He's going to let Cooley take the inside line. Oh, and there's a bit of contact there as Aaron Taylor turns in on him. But Cooley's up into P9 nonetheless. Nothing wrong with that from him. He had the inside line. And he took it with both hands. He's up into P9, Cooley. He's going to have to pit very soon, though. I just hope he doesn't put on the mediums, because he's not run the softs for a lap, so I'm not sure if that will count. Meanwhile, Taffy in P2, doing very well for himself at the moment. behind him, Kuna Matata has dropped right off, and as we see here, himself, and it's that Good Aids, it is Good Aids. And as Good Aids go down the inside into turn 13, he will be happy with that because he's on the soft tyre, so he's actually on the fastest tyre at this stage of the race. To get past Kuna Matata will be a bonus to him this early on. As you can see, the lead car is about 18 seconds, which is around the pit stop, so it'll be interesting to see Good Aids and Cookie Monster going for it at the end. Schmertens, as you can see here, behind Kuna Matata. And the other Ferrari, St Johnston, of course, his teammate in front. Schmertens down to 6, he's dropped off the pace a little bit. He's now got Jakey Boy behind him, he's on the mediums as well. He's going to get him actually down into turn 3, and he's trying to go around the outside here, Jakey Boy. Is he going to be given room? He's looking up the inside for turn 4, but he's just not going to get it, as Schmertens actually gives him space. Good racing from Schmertens, but he's going to lose out of fear in the next couple of corners. Jakey Boy all over the back of him at the moment. Look how close they are as they come through turn 6. Into the section here, a great overtaking opportunity. I just think he's too far behind. Yes, Jakey Boy, too far behind. He clips the apex of that curb, the sausage curb. If we look back now at Jakey Boy, desperately trying to get past Schmertens. He's so much quicker at this stage of the race. And he's going to get the run here, Jakey Boy, as they come down into turn 13. It's not going to get close enough though. I don't think he's got the straight line speed. He's definitely got the cornering speed as shown there. Is he going to have a look at the inside? Oh, and Schmertens very politely lets him through there. Maybe too polite there. Didn't defend the inside too much at all. And that's Jakey Boy up into P6. As you can see, Good Aids has pulled a massive gap between himself and a Cookie Monster's pitted. Or has he just had a spin? No, he has pitted. He is onto the medium tyres now, so he will go to the end. And he is in a great position, Cookie Monster, to win this Grand Prix. As we see Good Aids now second to none other than number 1 Taffy, who is in the lead of this Grand Prix at this stage of the race. He's doing a tremendous job so far, and all he's got to do is keep his car in front of Good Aids to really give himself a good chance of a possible podium actually here today. As long as he's got the pace and he keeps his tyres on the track, he's got a great chance. But Good Aids catching very quickly through this section now. As you can see, Taffy's so much slower on those tyres. A little bit of a wiggle coming out of the far chicane as Good Aids is going to go down the inside into turn 13, and that is an easy pass for P1 for Good Aids as he takes the lead of the Grand Prix. Cookie Monster 7 seconds behind him, and he hasn't got to make a pit stop, so Good Aids has really got to make these tyres work for him now. Meanwhile, slightly further back, no, not that much further back actually at all, is Kuna Matata and St Johnston, who are both on medium tyres, I believe. Yep. And Cookie Monster is going to have to defend it. Turn 1 here because St Johnston's going to have a look, and he's not going to go for the move. May have got a warning for that actually, but he may have a look down here into turn 3. A great overtaking opportunity with DRS open. Does he have the closing speed? He's not going to go for it. He has a little look again, coming out of the slipstream of the Mercedes, but nothing going on there at the moment. Meanwhile, Schmertens has had a huge gap pulled on him by Jakey Boy, as we can see there. They only swapped places last lap. And behind him is Aaron Taylor, now on the soft tyres. I believe he's due for a pit stop fairly soon. Actually no, he's not. He pitted lap 10, so he'll go for a few more laps yet. 3, maybe 4 laps longer. But he's racing well at the moment, and Miles is in the points at the moment. He's in P9 but ahead of Ollie. Whereabouts is Cooley? Because Cooley was P9 and he's P14 behind AL45. He's obviously made a pit stop, as you can see he has. He's now on the medium tyre. I wonder if we'll have a look possibly after the fast chicane, because he does look like he's catching the Force India. So tentative through this section, it's very easy to lose the back end. And, most of these guys were preparing for a wet race, but the weather seems to have cleared up quite nicely for quite a few of these drivers, preferring the dry to the wet. And a little bit of a wiggle from L45 coming through the fast chicane. It doesn't look like he's going to be close enough yet, Cooley. We'll just pop to the front quickly, where Good Aids has pulled a lovely lead between himself and Taffy. 3.5 seconds now, the gap. So Johnson just behind. He's 5 seconds down on Taffy, and he's got a bit of space now between himself and Kuna Matata. And actually, yes, it was Cookie Monster that was in front of these two, so he's lost out somewhere. We've missed that. As we go on board with Cooley now, and he's not got past through the first DRS zone. He's not going to get past the second DRS zone either. He's far too far behind. As we see Cookie Monster trying to line up a move on Kuna Matata. He's not going to get it done here. It's a very tricky spot for overtaking. He's cutting the corner there. He's going to get the move done, but that's going to be a hefty penalty he's going to get from cutting that in the first place. And it's going to be a move again. Oh, and he's lost it. He's kept it somehow, Kuna Matata. We wouldn't have liked that getting put onto the grass by Cookie Monster. But he's going to take 4th place for now. And whether Kuna Matata has the pace to catch him or not, we'll see. But Jakey Boy in P6, whilst all this is happening, is catching, as you can see there. Not that far behind now. Smerton's on the medium tyres. He's just going backwards at the moment. He's got to try and find some pace. As Aaron Taylor is now in DRS range. And look how much faster he is in a straight line with the DRS open. He's surely going to get a move done down into turn 3. Plenty of adjustments on the wheel. As it goes to the outside, coming down to turn 3, Smerton holds the inside line. Is he going to try and get the cut back here, Aaron Taylor? He's just got his car alongside, but he's not going to be enough. Smertens goes to the inside, he's off track. Aaron Taylor with a little touch. And he's just kept the position as L45. Disconnect from the session. Look at the amount of grip he's got compared to the Ferrari. Is he going to have a look down into here? No, he's gone for it, and he didn't really go for it there. He sort of half-hearted attempt at a move. He's surely not going to go for it down into here. Oh my goodness, he is, and they're side by side through the far chicane. Smertens is not going to get the move defended, and he's going to concede 7th place for Aaron Taylor, who really forced the move on Smertens there as he went up the inside of the fast chicane. He had the run, but a very, very dangerous place to overtake as Ollie in P9 has got past Miles. Meanwhile, Good 8 in the lead of the Grand Prix. He is 12 seconds ahead of St Johnson, who has not got a pit, so this could be very interesting. Taffy has pitted now, as we can see, he's dropped right out of there, and we actually would have viewed the safety car, but it's not out as Taffy takes P7 on the softs. So Smerton still needs to pit, so he'll jump him. Jakey Boy still needs to pit as well, as he's on the mediums and he's only made 1 stop from the supers. And Matata will have to... Actually no, he does not have to stop. He stopped under safety car, so he's in a great position at the moment. Actually, his tyres won't last him, so he will have to go 1 more stop. Cookie Monster on the other hand, he's good till the end now. 12 laps on those mediums should be doable. So Johnson up in P2 though, he on the mediums has to pit. So effectively the gap from P1 to P3 is 17.5 seconds, which is around about a pit stop. It's whether this man Good Aids can put the laps in to pull that gap out. Meanwhile, his teammate Tim Shutt is not having a good race, taken out at the beginning of the end of the safety car phase. Lost it through turn 1 with himself an AL45, who's actually left the session. And Aaron Taylor has had an incident, or is he just pitted? I think he's pitted. He's now onto the mediums, so he'll go to the end. But he's got some work to do now. So everyone's quite spaced out at this stage of the race. As Kun Matata makes his pit stop. So he's now out in front of Taffy. Ollie's in 6th place now. Smertens pit stopped as well, and he's going to get done by the AI of AL45. Is he not? No, he's not at this stage. Aaron Taylor has pitted, so he's good to the end. Kuna Matata has also pitted. He's down in P14 though, so I wonder if he had a wing change or something maybe, because he was up in P5 before. It's all over the back of Cooley. He's got the grip on these fresh tyres, and he's on the grass there as they come through this fast section. He's going to go down the inside, he's going to look at it, and he's put himself in a very dangerous position where he's got himself spun out. Kuna Matata not doing himself any favours there. Meanwhile, Good Aids a long way ahead. St Johnston on those tyres really needs to get off them now onto the softs. He's got to run the soft tyres. He's not run them yet. He started on supers. This man, however, Cookie Monster, 18 seconds off the lead. He's going to keep losing time if he doesn't speed up, because Good Aids is putting in some very good laps at the moment. He's pulled a second in that last lap alone. Jakey Boy started on the supers. I think he needs to pit again as well. So he's going to be way down the order. But this man, Taffy, in a great point scoring position at the moment. He's in P5 and he's got people ahead of him that need to stop as well. So a possible podium on for Taffy today. How brilliant would that be for Taffy? Meanwhile, behind him is Ollie, who was actually in P1 at the beginning of the safety car phase. But he made an error with his pit stops, I believe, and is now down to P6. Bendel in P7 doing quite well. I don't think he has to stop again. He started on the soft, so he'll be good to the end now. Miles in P8. I think he'll need to pit because these softs just won't hold up. He was on them quite a few laps ago, so he'll probably go back onto softs or super softs depending on how long these tyres can last. Cooley tried to take a drive through on the safety car, ended up putting on another set of mediums. So we'll see where his race puts him. Kuna Matata just pit stopped and had a tangle with Cooley, putting his car up the inside rather clumsily. And as we see Miles going off there, and he's going to be down to P10, unfortunately for him. And Smertens may catch him here, as we see Smertens taking a rather aggressive approach to that corner. And he'll look to have a go at Miles here. And as Miles goes into the pits, maybe just lack of tyre wear, as we see Miles almost clipping the wall into the pits. Aaron Taylor goes now into P11. Is Tim Sugar? Oh, AL45 is back. So he is back now. I did not see him rejoin, but he is back in his car. Timshire goes up into P12 as Miles comes out the pits. He's almost going to be lapped by Good Aids, unfortunately for him. Mind you, Good Aids needs to stop, and I think he might stop this lap actually. Yep, he is going to stop this lap. So the Renault of Good Aids into the pits. We'll see if this brings him out. As Miles calls it a day, and that might actually cause a safety car, depending where his Taffy's up into P4 meanwhile, as he's got past St Johnston, who I think has just pitted. Yes, he has. Good Aids comes out the pits now. Cookie Monster's onto the start finish straight. Is he going to get him? Good Aids on the pit exit now. And Cookie Monster, is he going to get him into turn 1? It's going to be close. And he squeezes past the Renault into the lead of the Grand Prix. Brilliant stuff from Cookie Monster. He's got the pace on those medium tyres. I knew it was going to be close when they came out, but I didn't realise it would be quite this close. Now he's just got to keep Good Aids behind him. Obviously any penalties that occur may set either of these two back, but Good Aids on these fresh tyres, looking in a very strong position to win this Grand Prix now. He's just got to bide his time, wait for Cookie Monster to make a mistake on much older, slower tyres, and he's going to have a look. Is he down here? No, he's going to lift off, and Cookie Monster will surely get a warning for that one. St Johnson meanwhile has got past Taffy, who is still in a great position for points. He's not going to get a podium, But unless this man Ollie can catch him, he's got P4 wrapped up. Jacob Boy in P6 now on fresh soft, so he might catch, because Ollie's on the mediums, isn't he? Yep. And Bendel doing... Oh, and he's just been overtaken by Kuna Matata. He must have had a poor exit out of turn 6. Struggling for traction on those medium tyres. He's all over the place at the moment. So Aaron Taylor's now up into a point scoring position, the debutant. Well, the debutants this weekend. Who else is having a battle? Potentially, no, not these two. Cookie Monster has been passed by Good Aids. Probably on the right-hander of turn 13. So these two will probably be in their position till the end, unless this man Johnson can catch Cookie Monster, which would be a tall order with only 7 and a bit laps to go. Taffy meanwhile P4, and he's actually gone into another set of softs. Sorry, my bad. He was already on the mediums, wasn't he? So he's gone to the end. He'll go to the end, and Jakey Boy, can we catch him now? That is the big question. He's got quite a big gap to make up though, 4 seconds. The rain will hold off by the looks of it. Smerton's now on the fastest off tyre as well. Aaron Taylor behind him on the mediums. No one particularly fighting for positions at the moment. Everyone's fairly spread out. I think the main battle though will be for P4 at this stage, will be Jakey Boy and Taffy. Jakey Boy quite a bit faster than Taffy with 7 laps to go as well. He's probably got the best chance out of these two, I would say. Unfortunately for Taffy, because Taffy's had a fantastic race. Jakey Boy forever catching Taffy at the moment. As you can see, the gap is closing. And Kuna Matata's out of the race with 6 laps to go. Unfortunate for him. Where was he? He was down the back, so we might be able to get a view of where he's retired. Is there going to be a safety car? There is yellow flags. And he may have just called it a day in the pits. Meanwhile, his companion Good Aids is in the lead of the race. And is in a very strong position at the moment. His Good Aids. And he's not got a pit anymore, and he's got a 8-second gap to Cookie Monster, he's not got a pit either. So Johnson, I don't think he can make up 6 seconds in 6 laps as a tall order. However, as we can see now, the wing mirrors of Taffy being filled by this man, Jakey Boy. It's going to be close come the end of the race. Red Bull catching the McLaren. Of course, time penalties will play a part in this race. As we see Smerton's getting past, and here we go, we've got a battle going on for P7 as Ollie's gone onto the super softs now, so this could make things very interesting. Oh, and there's a massive lag spike here. Between the cars, I'm not sure if that was Ollie. But Smertens is going to get done into turn 3. Aaron Taylor in 7th. We'll go on board with Smertens actually to see if it is Ollie. It looks like it might be Ollie here actually. Yes, it is Ollie with the lag at the moment. So he's going to have a hard time getting past Aaron Taylor. Sal behind him is all over the place at the moment. And he's surely not going to go for a move here. Oh my goodness, he is into the far chicane. And Ollie holds back for now, thank goodness. He's going to have a look now down into turn 13. Nope, he's going to hold there for a few more laps. He's on the softest tyre compared to Aaron, who's on the hardest tyre. Ollie will just wait for his opportunity surely. But however, P6. Oh, and he's gone into the wall. I say in the wall, he's just lost the back end. And there was no lag spike, he did indeed crash. Not sure what happened there, he just flied off into the grass. And Cooley right behind him now. On the soft tyres. Good aids. Has a huge lead with 4 laps to go. He's in control of this race. He could possibly even pit again, put on supers and still win this race. Cookie Monster keeping true though, 12 seconds behind. Any sort of mistake would really close that gap. But I think Good Ace has that first place nailed at the moment. St Johnson, he's 4 seconds behind Cookie Monster, so he's catching by about a second a lap, which is what he requires. And as we can see there, Jakey Boy's got past Taffy somewhere. He's already pulled a bit of a gap as well, so Taffy surely will settle for P5 as this man Bendel, his teammate in P6, is a long way behind. However, Aaron Taylor behind him in P7. This could be an interesting battle for the bottom half of the points. Interesting to see who finishes where at the end of this. It's been a great race so far. Plenty of action compared to last week where we had no safety cars and it was very spaced out throughout the race. As we see Timsher in the points. He's got himself back into a point scoring position after being taken out at the end of the safety car phase. And he's right behind Schmertens. And that's number 1 Taffy in the pits, so he's blown a potential 5th place. And he's now on the super softs. He got passed by Jakey Boy and obviously thought that he was too slow on those soft tyres and has put on the super soft tyres now. He'll be much quicker than the cars around him, but it's whether he can really pull the time out of those tyres that he needs. See, Smertens has actually what's happened here? Timsher's in the gravel. So unless he's retiring, I think he's retired. What a shame. Timsher was doing so well in P9 just a minute ago. And as we can see there, his car in the gravels. Good Aids comes round to lap his teammate, unfortunately. Which gives this man a potential chance for points. As Bendel has pitted as well and gone to the super softs. Possibly they were expecting a safety car, but with this many laps to go, it's never going to happen. Cooley behind Ollie, who is not had a good race. He was P1 at the end of the safety car phase. He's been lagging for the last 5 or 6 laps. It's really not gone according to plan for him today. Smertens in P7 is chasing down Taffy. As you can see, he's just all over the place at the moment, Ollie. But Taffy in P6 has been passed by Aaron now, who is on the medium tyres. Actually, no, he's not been passed, sorry. Taffy is catching him. Taffy was behind him at the end of the pit stops. And it's actually not a bad call from Taffy, because unless he's got an extreme amount of time penalties, he will still finish P5. He obviously feels he just didn't have the pace on those soft tyres. So it could work out for him yet. As you see, Timsher was eventually disqualified after sitting in the gravel trap at the end of turn 3. And these two will be fighting for the remainder of the race now. Aaron Taylor, not the quickest, especially on worn of the hardest compound tyre here available. But Taffy has really got to push his tyres now. He's really got to extract everything he can from these super softs. As we see here, he's in the run out of that corner, and he's got the DRS. He moves to the inside of Aaron Taylor, and he's passed into turn 1 as Cookie Monster's gone, and Cookie Monster, who is in P2, has gone, as we see St Johnston, and he's lost the front left tyre. I wonder how on earth he's done that. He was in second place, he had no one near him, and he's given Jakey Boy a podium, and Taffy back into P4 when he comes past. Unbelievable. We've had some very good racing here today, but I did not see that coming. Cookie Monster was so composed throughout the race. You see his car gone already with 2 laps to go. Taffy's going to get P4 after all. A brilliant race from him. He started on the medium, wanted to do a 1 stop. He's taken the 2 stop under his belt, and he's made it work brilliantly for P4. Presuming he doesn't make a mistake and this man Aaron Taylor can't catch him on the worn mediums. Oh, Aaron Taylor, has he gone? And he's kept it somehow together. Unbelievable. We've nearly experienced 2 DNFs in a matter of seconds. Aaron Taylor, a big collision with the wall. I wonder if he got wing damage from that at all. And if so, will he pit? As Cooley, who was last for goodness knows how long, is now P7 behind Ollie. And Smertens, who was actually P6, is now P8. So I wonder what's happened there. Oh, was that Ollie in the pits? No, it was not Ollie in the pits. I wondered if he just snuck into the pit lane there whilst we were looking. Bendel's had an incident because he was running P8, I believe, or was he P10? Anyway, he pitted, and it gives this man AO45. Oh, and Good Age right behind him there. Goodness me. I wonder what happened there, because he must have seen the Renault coming, unless he was in ghost mode there. Good Age must have been very, very nervy coming through that last section as he comes onto his last lap now. He's got a huge lead to St Johnston of 20 seconds. St Johnston is a big gap to Jakey Boy as well, and that is the top 3 spaced out over 30 seconds. But it's this man today who's shone. Number 1, Taffy. He started well down the order in P12, and he's had an excellent race from his standard. And Aaron Taylor, who smashed the wall a lap ago, is continuing in P5. Ollie in P6, who really threw this race away for me. He made some poor strategy errors and is now P6 because of it. Cooley in P7 has had a good race after his disastrous first lap where he got a drive through, then tried to take his drive through under safety car, which put him further back. He was put onto the medium tyres and now runs the softs, and I believe that is him finished in P5 as a Bendel comes across the line to finish in P9. And as we can see, the final race standing here, actually there was Good Aid's last lap, so we actually missed the last lap in the end. So many cars lapped, it was hard to keep track of them in the end. But Taffy keeps P4, and it's actually Aaron Taylor who loses out to Taffy as Cooley goes up into P5. Unbelievable race here today. Thank you for watching, and we'll be here next week in Canada, where it's looking like it might be wet again, but you never know. This race turned out to be dry as we see AL45 get the last point. Bendel and Taffy from McLaren racking up the points, but it's Good Aids who takes the top spot today from St Johnston, and Jakey Boy who capitalised on the error from Cookie Monster in the last few laps. Great race from everyone, and we'll see you next week in Montreal.